Flavor packed, easy to follow, bish bash bosh, it's done. And the way I do my own fish soup challenge, textures, flavors, without womb, hello everyone and welcome to my creative African cooking channel Ndudu by Fafa. My name is Fafa Gilbert. If this is your first time, you're welcome and thank you for tuning in. And to all my loyal subscribers, a notification gag. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today I decided to make the Fisherman soup. I'll tell you what, this is so simple, easy to emulate. To make this flavor-packed soup, you will need to melt some coconut oil. I used 1 tablespoonful, and to that I'm adding 1 large sliced onion, and I'm going to fry this gently for about 3 to 4 minutes on a medium to very low heat, because all I want to happen here is just a gentle infusion. I don't want to overcook the onions because this is going to be cooking for a while. For that added infusion, I'm also adding 1 sliced habanero chili, and I'm going to be frying this for another 2 minutes. Yet again, to allow that gentle infusion to take place, that lovely spiciness and aromatic flavor that would infuse with the coconut oil and onion. So now that I've got this, I'm adding my garlic. Yes, now you can blend your garlic if you choose, but I like it this way because I like the texture that it offers the soup once it's done. And it's nice to bite into that whilst you're eating. Now, if it happens that you don't particularly like it that way, you can blend this entire mixture and fry it just the same way. So the choice is yours. If it happens that you're fussy, we're definitely taking care of you. Now, this is a rustic soup. So yes, I'm adding my prawns with the heads and everything. Yes, so look away. If you actually want it without it, you're more than welcome to do so. Now, the reason why I've added the entire skin, head and everything is because I'm forming a stock. Absolutely. And the shell and everything has flavors in it that would infuse into the soup beautifully. Now, you can use your vegetable stock as well for this, but I'm just using water, because of course I'm using my whole prawns here, and as I said, it's a rustic soup. This one there be bish bash bosh, no fuss, straight to the point. So yes, this has fried for about 3 to 4 minutes, and to that I'm adding my water as I mentioned earlier, and I'm going to bring this to the boil for about 5 to 6 minutes, yet again to allow that gentle infusion to take place. As I always say, this is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. Now look how cloudy it looks, and by the time it just starts to boil, I'm just going to be adding more flavors to it, as I always do and say. Now moving on to my mixture. So I've got my holy grail here, my ginger, onion, aniseed and garlic that I've blended. But to this mixture, I've also added some African nutmeg. I added only 2 pieces to it, and some guinea peppers. That's optional, but it just gives it this beautiful taste. And to that, I've also added about 2 tablespoonfuls of my smoked paprika, because this is what's going to add that smokiness to the dish. So this dish is going to be spicy, it's also going to be smoky, and it's going to have a light tangy taste as well to it. So of course, I'm mixing this till it's well combined, as I always say. And I'll be adding this beautiful paste to my mixture soon. Now, if this is your first time of watching this, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and also the notification button, which means that you become part of the notification gang. Absolutely. That means you don't miss a thing. Anytime I upload a video, it's delivered straight to your email address. My stock has come to the boil, so to that I'm adding my smoky mixture, which is also spicy by the way, and I'm going to mix everything together till it's well combined. Now this is what I call the flavor zone. It's just changed color, and you can just see that this is just packed with flavors already. You know, you've got that whole coconut oil that started this off with the onion, the garlic, the habanero chili, you've got the prawns, and now you've got the smoked paprika and my ginger spice mix, which includes the ANISEED and African nutmeg. Now I'm adding some green garden eggs that I did find in my local grocers. You know, you can use your normal garden eggs, not a problem, or normal aubergines. Now, in terms of fish, I mean, you can choose any white fish that you prefer for this dish. I use 3 types of fish for this dish. I use tilapia, red mullet, and also sea bass, wild sea bass of course, and some prawns, and it's all rustic and flavor packed. You know what? This is definitely a must try.
At this point, my soup is boiled nicely and gently for about 5 minutes, and to that I'm now adding my fresh fish. As I said, you can use whatever fish that you do prefer. Be adventurous. If you want to add some smoky fish to it, you're more than welcome to do so. I've got some tilapia, I've got the red mullet, and I've also got some wild sea bass. So these are going to be adding their own flavors, and with red mullet it's quite fishy as well. So the ginger spice mixture really makes a big difference to this, because it just takes that fishiness out as well, but I'm not overpowering it. It's just so you've got that smokiness, the spiciness, and it's just going to boil nicely for at least another 5 to 7 minutes. As a personal preference, I like my Fisherman soup spicy, so of course I'm adding 2 whole habanero chilies. Bear in mind, this is optional. You can choose to take this out if you don't want it that spicy. So to this now, I'm going to add my salt to taste, and I am going to mix everything together till it's well combined, as I always say. Now be delicate with the fish, because you just don't want it to break into the soup, but then again, if it does, there's no wahala, you know. Now I'm going to add my fish sauce to this. Now this is going to give it this umami flavor and also this tanginess to it. If in the absence of a fish sauce, you can add a little bit of lemon juice. That would give you a similar sort of taste, but not the same. But equally, you can add a little bit of momone to it as well, so you can get that sort of salty umami taste as well. So the choice is yours, or even Kobe, a little bit of Kobe. You don't want it to overpower it, but it just adds that little je ne sais quoi to it. You see what I mean? Yes, because of course this is all about the natural flavors, and we enhance the natural flavors of this dish. My soup is almost done, but of course I'm going to be adding some new textures and flavors to it. So I've got some diced tomatoes, some parsley, spring onions, and I've charred some red peppers. So I'm going to mix this and I'm going to add it to the soup. That's just going to, mix and just boil slightly for about 30 to 45 seconds. That's just to allow these new textures and flavors to infuse into the soup. This is not any other food. This is Ndudu by Fafa. It is optional, but this is one soup that you can have just on its own, because it's got those textures and it's so rustic. Hey, look, if you have some sourdough bread, just toast it and have it with it. Add it to your soup, and there we have it. It's done. Look at this pièce de résistance. Flavors. You've got the gardeners, you've got the prawns, you've got the fish, you've got everything in there. All you now need to do is sit down, serve yourself like the king and the queen that you are. That's a wedi. You know what I mean? You can have it with anything, and especially in this cold weather, it's just a welcome distraction, especially after a hard day's work. You come back from work, you can freeze this, portion this into little containers and freeze it. And the days that you don't feel like cooking, you can just enjoy this on its own. Look at this flavor. You see, my fisherman soup is not any other soup. It's that Ndudu. So you've got that tilapia there, you've got the red mullet. Just a bibia womb.
Recipe said laying John here. Okay, my fan warm. You get you fan warm. Like, you know what I mean? You get warm. You're going to go touch no you need when I can share. This is soul food. And I also straight. Egg blonde, buddy. Injury, come to dear. Don't I never de more color like one to dear. The Kohana laugh, mana, no duma, no warm, no duma, na duna color hammer codry. Manana, and I make anyway, the don't go, Charlie, don't do a shimu. Who down say, hand while buy flavors and textures in the mizal womb. Anyway.
We'll be leaving a list of ingredients and measurements on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Ndudu by Fafa. So yes, do pass by and say hi. Until next time, take care of you. Be nice, be beautiful. Enjoy the soup. Try the recipe. Leave your comments below with your experience. Yes, and let's make this channel grow by sharing this video with a friend to share with another friend. You know what I mean? Yes. Take care of you.